Yeah, we tuned in. South Arkansas Trill Talk, part 55. Got my homie K-Do coming up. Shit, cross the vet out there, Arkansas legend, as I say. He started with Crybaby days and Black Kings, Mike Young, salute, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, and John Doe out there, you know, he part of our legacy and shit. And you Trill nigga been doing this thing too, you know what I'm saying? From Hamburg to cross it out there, and you know, country town legend out there to us, you know, he's cold with the lyrics and shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas sleeping on it. He probably don't get that much profit that he should, but I consider him a legend because he started with us, and it's up to him, you know, let y'all know who he is out there. He been doing his thing out there too, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, you just keep your thing going, and like I was saying about Lucretia Townsend, man, you know what I'm saying, we tuned out there last night because we want to restart that and make it a better story for y'all out there, because, you know, I didn't know she didn't want me to hold back, and I was holding back, and I hate that, but I'm going to reset that, and, you know, you go see more of her. Shit, just like my nigga P Shoots, you know, build a little team out there and let y'all know that we still building, bringing more people on, and let them be inspiration to y'all. Like I say, man, this is South Arkansas. This just the name of it, South Arkansas, trademark name on what we pushed together out here from everybody that's South Arkansas legends, you know, everybody in South Arkansas celebrity stats to me, you know. I don't care whether you cooking, shit, whether you rapping, whether you singing, whether you inspiration. It's just a change for the better. And eyesights out there that I done seen people come from sugar to shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's the point of them going from shit to sugar. That's what the reality of it is. And it's all about keeping yourself together and composure as you go. But brain, you know what I'm saying? They'll go up, let him do his thing. Y'all might know him out there, you know what I'm saying? Been rapping and shit. But I'm gonna let him do it. What's up, fam?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you damn good now.
Okay.
What's been up, home? Man, I'm gonna get us some more people in here. I'm gonna tell people who you is and where you from and what inspired you to be an MC out here. I was telling them you're a legend like us, you know what I'm saying? You've been in the game 20 plus years and you're still doing your thing, man. Tell them about yourself out there while I get us some more people in here.
Shit, well, I'm Christopher Harris, aka K-Do, you know what I'm saying? I'm originally from Crossett, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing music since '85, actually, my nigga.
That's
I,
what's up.
you know what I'm saying? I put my first, you know what I'm saying? I started doing it. I moved to the Midwest, Rockville, Illinois, when I was like 15, 16. And when I was 17, I actually did my first album with my homeboy Randy Davis. That was like '91, called Final Days. Then from there, it went on till now.
Where can they catch your music at, man? Tell them where they can listen to you some of your music out there.
Right now, I just got it on Reverb Nation, but I took down my music 'cause I'm gonna drop an album. I got two albums I'm working on. One is the Son of CW, it's for my daddy, and one is the Star Eloise for my mom because they both passed away. So I try to make albums with the elements of each one of them in the album.
That's what's up.
But it's reverbnation.com/Kato.
You ain't Snapchat and Instagram and uh just Facebook or YouTube.
Not yet.
That's what's up. Yeah, we gonna get all into that, man. That's why I was telling you, hit me up behind the scenes and shit. I know more, man. But what do you think about substance music these days? Do you feel like that from the, you know, like ever since the storytelling from before this new wave of music come in? What can you say about the new age? Do you think the storytelling music needs to come back? Because, you know, that will allow us come in at storytelling days. What do you think about the new music, and what do you think about storytelling music? How you think they need to bring that back?
I mean, the only way they can bring it back is to really, you got to, in order to tell stories, you got to have creativity or expose yourself. A lot of people don't have the creativity or imagination to put what they experience down in word form.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
think you think that's a big part of like Because like word form, you know, people don't really support word form no more. They be hollering like, you know, word form is just a transfer of good words put together. You feel me? Do you think it's more about the bag these days if you're going to be doing the music? Because, you know, people don't like to support you unless you got some money behind, no matter how much talent you got involved. What you think about that?
Yeah, it's mostly about the bag these days. You know what I'm saying? A real artistry not respected no more. You know what I'm saying? They started, I want to say like 2005. They had the dumb down movement. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I went, you know, I travel across the country. Everywhere I went, people like, nah, you can't say this, you can't do this, you got to dumb it down. Like, what that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dumb
You,
down for what?
you think that the rap game is more easier now than it was when we were coming out the trunk?
Way easier. Cause
You think that?
I feel like 90%. No, I take that back. 95% of the artists today wouldn't make it if they had to go through an A&R or just putting in sending the demo tape.
Yeah. What do you think about mixtape beats out there these days? Do you think that's a good thing, or you think the original sound of artists that know how to make beats? Because, you know, it had to be an art to even just start with making beats, from a beat machine to, you know, it went to Fruit Loop and so on and so on, Pro Tool and 2 and 3. What do you think about the evaluation of beats?
I mean, it still can be, you know what I'm saying, something that's useful if you started back then. You know what I'm saying? Some people have, you know what I'm saying, musical creativity, but a lot of creativity is gone when you get manufactured beats. Like say if I got 50 beats on deck already and I choose for one, it's different than if I go to Black Kings or somebody or Road Brother, you know what I'm saying, and get a track especially crafted for my song. It's a totally different feeling. That's
Yeah.
my song. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having a beat that's, you know what I'm saying, leased out, then you got a problem with leasing, then you got a problem with if you put it out nationwide, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of problems with that instead of just going to get somebody who originally make a beat.
Yeah. What do you think about, like, what can you tell people out there that's like from country towns out there that's looking forward to the game coming to them, or them have to go out there and chase the game? Which one more better when you come from a country town like Arkansas? Because, you know, us from Arkansas, we were thinking we were going to blow up just from here, and look how long it's been still. What do you think
You got
about the game of chasing the game?
you got to go out and get it. Like Arkansas don't have enough resources. We doing a lot better, like with the underground radio exposure stuff, but it's still not there as far as the support. You know what I'm saying? It's like Bun
Yeah.
B said, you get more hate from the, you know what I'm saying, people in your own town or your own area. You know what I'm saying? Than you go somewhere else. And they honestly give you opinion, you cold. You know what I'm saying? Then you kind of heartbroken because you can't even get the people in your own area to, you know what I'm saying? Even they might think you cold, but they won't admit it. So
What do you think about that, what you just saying about Cole? Because some people feel like that, oh, if your city ain't behind you, then why should they get behind you? Do you think sometimes that's the reason why you leave your city? Because you trying to get a better way because your city won't get behind you. Do you
that's
think
the
that plays
main
a
that's
big
the
part
main reason.
with that, with why you leave and go other places sometimes? Because people say if your city not behind you, then why should they get behind you? Do you think that's a mismatch situation right there sometimes? Because I used to feel like, well, why I'm gonna stay in the city and I'm not getting no support really. But if I go and most of my support come outside the city. What do you think about that support game? What do you think? Do it really matter if your city behind you or not? On if you trying to make it, you know, it shouldn't matter where you go in the world to get on. Show if your city not behind you. What you think about that?
I mean, they could work in two ways because, you know what I'm saying? I know people that went to other places and blew up, you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter about their city, you know what I'm saying? But some people are loyal to their city and you know what I'm saying? They came up, they uh, grew their craft, you know what I'm saying, from being in that environment, and then it's kind of hurtful to know that the people ain't behind you or they ain't supporting you like they supposed to. So it's kind of, it can go either way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the same. I used to look at that too, cause you know, like in our little area, El Dorado was like one of the biggest little sections right there, and you know, but we still run to Louisiana. You know, that's a whole nother state. We never looked at it like that. We never looked at running to Little Rock or running here where the radio stations were really popping it because you know 100.1 were right there, so we felt like
And
we were part of
and what's
that.
crazy and what's crazy, I went to both Little Rock and the crazy thing is Louisiana Monroe they showed more love than I got in Arkansas.
And it's crazy too. I used to go to a lot of parties like that too, and they was showing me more love because it's like people from Louisiana was infatuated with Arkansas at the time. They was like, man, they doing it like that over there. But they only knew that the only reason we were running to Louisiana was because they was supporting, and Arkansas wasn't supporting. Then you know the rap game was like foreign to people around here. You feel me? So
At the
what do you?
time at that time, who it was you, me, Crybaby, L Dog Hog, John Doe. It's some more people. I came with BMC. It was a lot of that area right there. We was different because we was in southeast Arkansas and northeast Louisiana, and that was our fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think about? Because you know, like from us, just to have our, you know, it was kind of a little originator right there, a little original sound for a minute until like you know everybody started mixing that Texas flavor, you know,
Right.
to that position where now you got a lot of people sounding like Texas, like the High Top Fade, the Little Kikis, all of the Fat Pat, and you know, shot my nigga Double D out there making a lot of beats and shit. But you know, that Rick Shop family came along and stuff. What do you think about how I sound? Do you think what do you consider Arkansas originator sound? Because you know they still saying we still lost in sound out there on having our own sound.
Arkansas original sound, you got to dig into them. You got to, it's certain producers you got to go to, you know what I'm saying, to get that sound. Like Don Damn Keys, me, Roach Brothers, Black Kings, you know what I'm saying? It's you can get that sound like, or like, there's some producers in Louisiana that had the same, that had our sound, like Danny Wiley, you know, BMC, all them. We all had the same type of flavor on everything.
Yeah, I think back
But
then, you know, it was more the mixture of the songs, because you know back then, you know, Texas always recorded off that real equipment type shit beyond John and, you know, that crispy sound from the beats and all. Cause, you know, I know a lot of niggas from Texas make them platinum beats were 18, 19 sound type of beats. And, you know, niggas really were just switching out 8-track ass beats, you know what I'm saying? Based upon, you know, they had like a 8 or 4 bar chorus, then you got a 4 bar track, you know, you got to try to make all that last into a 16 bars, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a
you
mixture
know,
of sounds.
yeah, I was different though. You know what I'm saying? I was more like I came up with the 16 or more tracks, like dealing with a lot
Yeah,
of people. You know what I'm saying? Like I got blessed by different producers to experience that. Like for me traveling, like Texas, Houston, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And I like you saying that Texas sound. It's hard not to when you grooming your craft. It's hard not to be influenced by those that surround you. If they don't,
yeah,
it's hard not to. Like
yeah,
it's hard not when you we coming up. It's hard not to get influenced by Scarface and Fifth Ward Boys. It was
yeah,
hard. MJGA
mhm,
Ball. It was hard not to have some type of influence from that.
yeah.
But
Do you?
but we came up. We crafted our own sound behind that. Like you got original sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like the style, man, because you know you were different, and then on top of it, your vocabulary was bigger. What do you think about rapper these days with their vocabulary? Do you think they need to spread their vocabulary, or they need to more rap it depending on the beats they pick these days? You think beats is better than words? Which one you think better, vocabulary or beats?
Right now, the beats is better than words to me.
Yeah,
You
you
know what
have
I'm
to
saying?
have.
You do. Now, don't get it wrong. It is some wordsmiths out there. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick, you got around our area, Starlito, you know what I'm saying? You got a few young cats around there that's spitting, but a majority, they sometimes, and I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but I be wondering what grade they graduate from, you know what I'm saying? The English,
Yeah.
like, in order to rap, you got to use the English vocabulary. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To some extent. And sometimes I be wondering how far did they go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not being hurt. I don't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but they sound illiterate.
Yeah. What do you think about that drill music and because these days, drill music is the most popular music. I like some drill music. I don't like all, and I salute any niggas that whatever kind of music they gotta make, man, to make them positive and get out the ghetto and make a way for their family. I'm with that 100%. But what do you think about what we manifest into the world with that sometimes?
Man, listen, words are spells. You know what I'm saying? And when you put those words out, you can't never get them back. Once
Yeah.
they expel from your mouth, you can't get them back. So you got to be real careful what you say because sometimes you can manifest. You know what I'm saying? Say if you spend a lot of negativity, that build up like a cloud. That's gonna surround you. So eventually, that negativity gonna take you down. Just like if you was doing positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got.
Do-
I think they should. I think you should be careful of how you word because when you get older and your kids hear that, or you, then you're gonna be wondering why did I say that?
Yeah. Yeah, we were coming up. We had to, even just trying to get on the radio, we had to like hold our tongue and, either bleep it or vocabulary be
Or
bigger or learn how to,
right, reword it and try to say it so we can get past that.
instead of using the niggers and the bitches and this, that, anything that was derogative, you had to learn how to reword it. What do you think about like cypher music? You think that's still a style of music to where people don't battle no more, like friendly battle? What you think about cypher rap? Do you think that's a cold rap these days?
I like cipher rap, but one thing I try to tell people, the cipher where we from is different. We didn't battle rap when we cipher. We'd just get a top, like say if you spit a topic, you know what I'm saying? I would listen to what you saying and add on to what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
how we did. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But the cipher rap, I like it. Actually, I was with my partner last night. I did a cipher last night with some cats. Actually,
That's what's up. What do you think about the young breed with that? Do you think that like, cause back then when we used to do music, we used to like from the front to the back. If your CD didn't make sense from the front to the back, cause we like to like go into one song to the next song to the next song. And if your CD were listed, to, you can put it in and listen to it from the front to the back. What do you think about these new cats out here that you always got to skip over? They might have one or two songs. Do you consider that a good MC or the MC still need training?
still need training and need to get rid of all them yes man.
I feel you. I feel you. What do you think about like if you would go sign somebody to a label, and a lot of people always run to the young cats, but the young cats might can't give you no direction, but just being a rapper,
Hey,
who would you go
right
sign, a
now
young cat or old cat?
I'm gonna sign an OG. I'm gonna sign somebody that's OG that should have been on, because a lot of cats got blackballed. A lot of us, we went conform. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in Atlanta. They tell me you can't say this. You got to do this. You got to dress like this. You got to act. No, no, I'm not doing that. No, like I told cats, like I got to go back to Arkansas, my nigga. I can't go back to Arkansas and do that. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to you, my nigga? That ain't you. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Yeah,
being real. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
I like that. Like I came up in a time when I write from the heart. I didn't write to
yeah,
be the dopest MC or none of that, my nigga. I
yeah.
never did that. I write from my feelings, and when I write it down, that's my confession. Know what I'm saying?
What do you think about? Do you think fashion plays a big part in from the necklaces, the chains, and the haircuts, the skinny jeans? What do you think about fashion these days with hip hop?
I mean, fashion and hip hop always been tied together, but I think it need to be more diversity, and people need to be like, the thing about us, we was original. Like the way you, like say, if you own the way you will buy and get stuff, it's gonna be different from me, but we still be top notch.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your swag is gonna be different from mine, but it's still gonna be up there.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody, being carbon copies of doing this, or just like everybody sounding the same and using the same style or cadence. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with the game. Is the originality and creativity is gone, basically.
Yeah. What do
We
you think about?
manufacture.
You think about financial literacy play a big part in it? Because, you know, like a lot of people wouldn't talk certain shit, or a lot of people didn't come from money. What do you think about financial literacy when it comes to the rap game too? Because, you know, we probably ain't got no knowledge of even just knowing how to even copyright your music. What do you think about what needs to play a bigger part on dealing with labels with financial literacy?
Man, people need to just start from the bottom and go up. Know what I'm saying? And do everything by the to get all their paperwork right first. Copyright, publishing, get everything in your name. Make sure you know what I'm saying? You got to know that. You need to know that before you start diving into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even these days, I wouldn't even sign to a label. I would just get distributing and marketing.
Yeah. You think, I mean, we had back then, we had, you know, like Southwest Wholesales or Selecto Hits, places where they were doing
Right, yeah.
distribution. What do you think about that now? Everything being streamed and everything being from platforms. Do you think it's a good thing to drop your shit on
I
platforms
mean,
right now?
it's cool to get the fan base, but that 1% of a penny, I have much. That ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
agreeing with that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that,
Like when I sold my CD back then, if I sold it for 10 or 20, you know what I'm saying? That was my shit.
yeah.
If I
You
if I
think,
could sign it, if I could sign it for $12, they gonna throw an extra 3 on there. It might be 15 in the store, but I'm still getting my $12. I got that.
yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? We got that. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I'm not gonna take no out of a dollar. I'm not gonna take a penny off my own shit. That just makes no sense to me.
Hey, that's where that's where the sounds of even getting on platforms. I tell people now, like me, people wonder what I'm doing. I'm like, man, you build your platform up first before you decide to put all the better
Yeah,
work in it, like
yeah.
these
You wanna
videos and
you wanna max
yeah,
out your social media. You wanna max that. You wanna max out the Facebook, your Instagram. You wanna get all the what people watch you. Then you start. You know what I'm saying? You build up your platform so you can start talking.
yeah, you put all the good shit when you get everything together. See, a lot of people they spend money right off the bat and don't even be nowhere. And you be like, man, what you spend all that money for sometime when you ain't even just even know what to go to part, even do plan B to do. You know what I'm saying?
First,
What can you tell
first
people
of
out
all,
there?
hey, first of all, a lot of them don't even have their sound right.
Yeah, that be the
You
biggest
got
thing.
you got to find the right sound, and then when you find the sound, you can't record it 18 studios.
Yeah,
You got to find you when you find you a sound, you stick to that until it's proof. You know what I'm saying? If it's successful the first time, you stick with it.
yeah,
Like that's why like we bring up John Stokes, the Black King. Around them the sounds like they had the crispy sound, so why deviate from it? We stuck to that. Every album, including every album I did, every album everybody did, you gonna either have Black King or John. You gonna deal with either one of them on production. Most of the time, both of them.
and the original sound is what you left with because you know your sound. One thing John taught me is never go play with your sound in another a bullshit ass studio or any of that. You go lose your sound and go take away your quality of what you sound like, and
Right.
then once you change your sound up, now you don't sound original no more. So I always stuck with the same sound because the production always what we've been into, and once you get that original sound, uh, what can you tell people out there on dealing with, you know, like, you know, when we were coming up, you know, like it depends on like the crowd size on getting paid. What can you say about the people that do bring a crowd to the game? Do you think them the ones should be getting paid shows for the ones that got their own fans? Because, you know, if you can bring your fans out, you should be the one that's getting the paid show. What can you say about paid shows these days?
Right. That's how I go. Just like when I was in different places, like California, I was in the Bay, and that's how they did. They promote. You know what I'm saying? When you get promoters, and that's what they wanted to do. They wanted you to bring fans. You know what I'm saying? So if I got 200 fans to come to the show, of course I'm gonna get paid or do better than the person that got 10.
Yeah. You think that plays a big part in why? Because, you know, now it's so distorted in Arkansas. You know, rappers, everybody go feel like they're entitled to get paid for verses, and that you think that is Arkansas a good spot to get paid for verses now, or you have to reach a certain criteria? You think you have to be an independent artist to want to get paid verses? What do you consider on getting paid verses out here?
I mean, they just go if somebody want to pay for it, if somebody want to pay you for it.
Yeah. You know, back in the day, people were paying, like, you know, back then that was the thing to go find somebody. You ain't got to put the song out right then, but you can clout with that for a minute to try to make you some money with the song. Do you think these days now that it's harder to just even go pay that money to even get a good future from somebody to hold? Just like you might want to, like, just say if I go pay for Zero might with 2,000 when I paid for him, he might blow it up. He might blow it up. You feel what I'm saying?
Now.
And you be wondering how that, but I'm saying though, I can go pay for a Zero song and probably want to hold it for to make me some money till I finish my whole craft out. But then when I go try to put the song out, it ain't even worth nothing no more. It's like I made a $3,500 investment in something that I can't even make no money off of. Do you think it depends on how hot the artist is to put that song out right then, or how hot the artist stay? You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes that artist could be hot, then that artist go cold, then your song will be cold because this person ain't heard the song before don't mean that you can make some money off of it, even if the song is hot. Do you think that play a part of how to buy a song or get a feature from somebody? Depends on how hot they supposed to stay. You feel me? Because you know that person might be hot one year, being cold the next year. How do you feel about paying for a future and then that person go cold?
I don't know about that, because to me, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not like, if I pay for a feature, I'm gonna make sure that I try to get people that's timeless. Like on my album, I got hella people. Like on the first album, I got everybody I want on there right now. You know what I'm saying? The second album, I have I got K Reno, got Wireframe, I got several people, and I've been working on it for a while. But as long as nobody hear it, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what's hot until you let the public hear it, because it's fresh to them. That person might turn cold and get back hot because you put them on the song.
Yeah. What about that, like major rappers, like, cause you know, everybody was trying to collect the Tupac track back then. Right. And then, you know, it went from Tupac to a Lil Wayne track. Everybody feel like you get a Lil Wayne track, you own. Then if you had a Pimp C track right now, just like I got a little chord in a Pimp C or something he was saying on the track, I'm gonna release that one day just to let nigga know, like, man, that's Pimp C for real. You know what I'm saying? But
I got one.
Yeah.
Made by Mr. Lee.
Hey, see, what do you think about them kind of tracks? Do you think them tracks supposed to stay hot from the legends of the ones that came and went? Because I feel like they should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But they're only gonna be hot if the person who's doing the song pay homage to the person that's, you know what I'm saying? Like if I do a Pimp C track, I gotta pay homage to UGK. I gotta pay homage to Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain way I gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know, but still maintain my Arkansas type of mentality. But still, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think? Cause I salute Bun B, cause he's still a hero, and you know what I'm saying. He had that street flow, and you know Pimp had his flow, but I salute Bun B holding that down, G style, all that, you know. But a lot of niggas don't give Bun his homage like that, but you know Bun was holding it down too, and you know I love Pimp too. I like both of them, but I just salute Bun.
Bun Pimp was my guy. because he was reeling from the heart, but lyrically, Bun B. Bun B is on every coast. Everywhere I've been and stayed for a while, the artists in that area, somebody got Bun B. It's about 4 or 5 features. No matter if I go to the Bay, New York, Florida, Atlanta, everywhere I go, somebody Bun B on everything.
Yeah, I salute that. But man, what do you think about having a career and having kids? Do you think that you should never let your career stop you from manifesting with your kids, or do you think if your career is not taking off fast as your kids growing, what do you think? What do you tell an artist that's still trying to chase their dream out there but got kids? Do you think that they really need to get them jobs? What do you think a person needs to do once they get kids?
Maintain your personal life and your real life, but at the same time, if you love it, your craft, when you got time, keep going. Don't stop. Just do it when you got time. You know what I'm saying? That time, or next thing, that time will accumulate and you'll have a project. But I'm not saying just because you got kids and stuff, I don't think you should stop doing what you're doing or nothing.
Do you think you should be more careful on how you spend your money out there? Because, you know, a lot of niggas still be trying to rap and they can't even take care of their kids like they want to because they still trying to maintain that image that they built. And then it's like, why you gonna have all these kids if you go try to maintain that image knowing that you trying to still rap out there, but at the same time, your kids need to be paid. See, that was a choice. When I was coming up, I could have easily keep chasing my dream and keep chasing these streets out here, but I had to weigh that out and be like, look, man, I done had some twins. You feel me? That's more than 2 kids I borrowed for. So I couldn't just say, oh, I'm gonna go to the studio like I used to. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had to.
But on that, it's just my opinion because I'm rare. I still don't have no kids.
Yeah.
I've been doing music the whole time, like evolving till now. Like I'm different than everybody that I'm surrounded by because I've been doing music nonstop. Like it wasn't no pause. Like I evolved. Like you know how people get old now. I evolved all the way till now. So as far I didn't like a lot of my partners and stuff have kids and they come like Crybaby, you know what I'm saying? All them. I talk to you know what I'm saying. Everybody. I keep in touch with everybody since then. Black King, everybody, and you know what I'm saying. I see. You know what I'm saying? Some people able to maintain and do their thing with kids. Some people have a hard time distinguishing or they get so drowned into the real life situation that they can't come up to breathe and do music.
Yeah. They
give up. They give up. You know what I'm saying? Go to Southern Soul or start doing gospel or you know what I'm saying?
I just with that too though, man, you gotta really look at what's making you some money at the time. Is it worth spending money on that situation due to the point you're not making no money, you just spending money, and like I say, man, over the years, it depends on how you started with that music. Do you think it have to actually come from, because you know that music game costs money, and when you get from one stage, the next thing is more money. When you get past that, it's more money. You feel me? Do you play where that's a point of just saying, is that worth having a career if you knowing that it costs more money than what it's supposed to be? Because some people still be looking for dream and hope, and you know they don't even know if it costs money, and the person that probably be putting that money up probably looking to make a hit a lick off of it. But how can you hit a lick off something if you don't even know how far it's gonna go? What can you say about that?
I mean, that's a risk you take. Like we took risks when we made CDs and spent like you had one. Like you know, you got to pay back then. It wasn't nothing free. Studio time. We doing 17, 18 songs. Well, me and Bulletproof, John, we did 20 songs. So you thinking we gotta go back then? We gotta go. Well, what we got? We gotta make the tracks. So that's recording all that in the studio. That's like $800, $500, $600. Then you gotta record another $1,200. Then you gotta get it mixed and mastered, another $400, $500. Then you gotta get graphics, another $400, $500. Then you gotta get it manufactured. You know what I'm saying? Disc makers. How many discs you gonna get? Another $2,000, $3,000. Then you gotta go to you know what I'm saying? Then we gotta pay for our own gas. So it's like a risk you take now. It's like, do you believe in yourself? If you believe in
Yeah.
him, do you believe that you can do it? That's how we was. You know what I'm saying? That's all it boils down to. Are you willing to take a risk for yourself?
What do you think about? What can you tell the ones out there that they get? Do you think they like anything? Do you think they should, like you say, hold out on a marriage or relationship and kids before they get their career jumped off, or just let life do what it do? That mean, if you get a career, hey, you find a woman, you have a baby, do you think they should be more careful out there these days on trying to, juggle a career from basketball, football, rag trap, anything? Do you think they should wait before they have a family and a relationship, or just let it flow with the flow? Which one you would do?
That's tip. I don't know. That's kind of, you can either way can work out for you, but I would I would say, if you don't have to, if family not necessary right now, and it's not, you know what I'm saying, I would say go for your dreams, and then, you know what I'm saying, then get the family after, you know what I'm saying. But if you already got a family, you know what I'm saying, then so you just gotta work it out, you know what I'm saying, and balance that when you can get time, you know what I'm saying. Might take you a while longer, but don't stop, you know what I'm saying. That's if you, cause me, I feel like even if I'm not putting music out, I'm still gonna do music.
Yeah,
I'm still
that's
gonna
what.
write till my hands get to doing like this, and I can't write no more. I'll be 80 still writing verses. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. But if I
Yeah,
can get it out, with me, it was never about the money. I was rather about getting my message out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Just like you know what I'm saying. You one of them people. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to interview you.
Hey, I am. I'm getting everybody else. I'm getting me out the leg. You know me. I'm gonna go behind the scenes after I get everything set up. So I'm gonna be good for interviews. Then I'm just right now. I'm getting everybody. I'm getting everything else set up. Then I'm gonna go behind the scenes like I do everything. Cause I ain't no
I've been
put out
checking you out. My
no
homeboy was
credit,
telling me,
nothing.
he was like, he want me to do an interview somewhere else. I told him, he was getting confused. I was like, no, I can't. I got to do Sculler first. I just got to do his interview first, and then any interview after that I follow. But I had to do you first. Like, you the first real interview I had in so long. Like, maybe the first. Period. Like, nobody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been underground like caskets. You know what I'm saying? I be everywhere.
yeah. Hey, I've been pulling everybody out the grave lately.
I
You
see.
feel me though? I be
I
like, man, we
see.
gonna get all my niggas. Do you feel like us as older, we don't get enough homage of who started the game? Cause you have to know where the trees come from before you know where the roots can go. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of
It's
these
like
youngsters out here, that's probably a reason why they ain't on like they should be, because they'll live all the old school people that was here before them that gave them that inspiration to say, man, them niggas get some shine. Even if it was just getting your perk draws in the hood, they still would get some kind of shine that they wanted. Do you
you know what
feel
that
like
is?
that's a part of it?
You know what that is? Some of these
What's
cats,
that?
know that even though we older, we is beast on the mic, and they be damned if they gonna let this. I ain't gonna let this old nigga out rap me, so I ain't gonna put him on
Yeah.
my shit.
Yeah.
That's how
What
I
do you
feel.
think? What do you think about the internet and real life? Do you think kids don't go outside enough, or the internet done took their life over?
Man, the internet took their life over. You know what I'm saying? It was a time when I couldn't come. Set like today, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I'm out all day. I ain't coming in. Only time I might not even come in. I'm on the side of the house drinking water from the hydrant. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like
You know
fuck
what I'm
that,
saying?
man.
All
Ain't
day
gonna go
long, I'm
now.
doing something. I'm out there all day long. You know what I'm saying? It got to be
Yeah,
something real. I had video games, all that, but it got to be something real important for me to stay in the house. They, you know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
have different breed. You know what I'm saying? They don't get skint up and scarred up. You know what I'm saying? They don't ball out on ball out like that.
yeah,
They scary. They don't
yeah,
have fight. They don't have fights to come back next week and prepare and get beat. We might fight. Then I might lose. You might lose. Then we come back next week. Be cool. But then one day, like, you know what I'm saying, we get mad. Let's go again. They ain't
yeah,
used to all that. You know what I'm saying? They want to sue. You know what I'm saying? Then as parents, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? School already taking your kids away from you for 8 hours,
yeah,
right? And then the other time they're on the internet. So who are they really learning from?
I say the same thing. And what do you think about if they was to take the internet? It's gonna be some lost kids out here because do you think that you can just still hide shit from a black person in a book because you know they ain't gonna read it? What you think about that? Do you think we need to get back to reading?
but a lot of people read because they read on the internet, so they would have to go read. You know what I'm saying? And really our generation from 55 to I want to say 40, it's our fault. Their generation is our generation. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Our generation was too busy partying and stuff while we try instead of raising the kids. Them kids
Yeah,
that's running around crazy and stuff, they under our generation. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We got taught by OGs, the old school aunties, the old, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? But these days, we didn't take time out to give a lot of advice to these youngsters.
But then you got to think about it though. If more man-made drugs came along out the two, just like the internet is 10 years in us. You know, we were here before the internet,
Yeah,
and
we
then
seen it come.
internet like took our little 10 years away from us from that due to they putting it on the phone. You know, we didn't have it on phone. We had it probably on a computer, or we didn't have it on computer on the phone. So now you got kids thinking they smarter than us from the Instagram days. Then you got how people become models overnight, and then you got how people become that, because it's like everything distorted that way. A couple more questions before we get up out of here. What do you think about the gender thing with the rap game? Do you think that is worth? Because you know, people come from Christian mentalities on the Nas X situation, how being confused with a man having a baby and the transgender. What do you think about that being in our face like this? There needs to be right here. Like you didn't know who was gay back then, but what do you think about the gay culture, which they had their own word? And I ain't never been against gays. I ain't never got nothing against gays because I got gay family. But what do you think about the respect of that? What do you think? How does it affect the culture out there to you in your eyesight?
I think that at a certain age, kids, I don't think kids should even know. Certain shit I don't think you should even know about. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, you just shouldn't. Like it's certain when we was growing up, it's certain shit they just didn't expose us to. Even if a person was, we wasn't exposed to that, or they told us a certain way. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't exposed to it right off the, you know what I'm saying, the bat. That's messing up the kids' minds because you got like you not born gay. You know what I'm saying? That shit is shit you seen. That shit is shit people you experience and looking at them. You know what I'm saying? You studying them. That come after. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody implanted in you. You just not born. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bullshit out here. And it's
So,
propaganda. No, it's propaganda from the government to take away the masculinity from the black family. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's like half these cats is bisexual. There ain't no such thing as bisexual. If a man like a man and he like girl, he's still gay.
yeah,
He's still, you know what I'm saying? And we need more masculinity. We need more men, you know what I'm saying? We need more head of the household, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. But this come through you seen we grew up in that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We seen that happen. We seen the black family. Now you got so many single mamas, you know what I'm saying, trying to raise a man. A woman can't raise a man and teach him how to be a man.
yeah. Like a lot of people from that gay standpoint, they say, "Oh man, I had a bunch of gay sisters. That's how I became gay." Or I had a bunch of brothers. That's why I became more gay. What do you think about that part of just because you got a bunch of brothers or a bunch of sisters that don't do that play a big part on where you're gay or you be more use your virginity basically on looking at the other race or the other sex and say like, dang man, all these got me feeling acting like a boy and all these girls got me acting like a girl. What you think of that?
I think that's all in the family upbringing. In the
Yeah,
proper upbringing, you know what I'm saying? We in the proper upbringing, you get a good understanding of everything, and then you know what I'm saying, you will go the right way. I feel like you go the right way. Like a lot of but when we was raised, when I was coming up, it was only a few people that I knew was actually gay.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And,
that's
and
that's
wasn't nobody
that's
wasn't promoting that.
yeah. I feel you on that. I understand that. One more, man. What do you think about bullying out there? What you think that calls from based upon? Do you think about kids that's out there bullying, or ones come from bullying households? Same way with cops out there. Do you think that's a big reason why they want to become cops because they were bullied when they were little? What do you think about bullying out there and the ones that use that as a stepping stone or use that to go shoot up these schools and all that? What do you think about bullying?
Man, that right there, everybody need a friend. And if you grew up without no friends or get slapped across the head all the time, you're not gonna be right. You're gonna be angry. That's gonna create anger and it's not gonna go away. So
Yeah,
if you grew up from a young and it never got resolved, nobody said they sorry, and then you grow, what you think gonna happen? You're gonna be
yeah,
mad.
yeah,
Nobody came to apologize and say they sorry, you know what I'm saying? They just steady talking. You just going through high school, getting talked about, getting dogged out, getting whooped, you know what I'm saying? Then one day, when when
yeah,
when when that one intervention, that person could have came and be like, look, man, I'm sorry, man. I did this, you know what I'm saying? I had to change my way. That might have changed that person's direction and become their friend instead of, you know what I'm saying? You lead them out in the world mad. Then you
yeah,
wonder why they go out and do stuff. They mad. Nobody paid them no attention to being mad or angry.
yeah. Do
You
you
probably know
think?
some people like that. Now, how many people we know that just over the years then they just snap one day and do something crazy? You hear about it, you like, damn. You like, damn. I knew he was gonna go out like I knew it.
Yeah, I think the crack epidemic took a big part out of our
Woo!
generation and based
Big,
upon our values sometimes because it's like a lot of people that crack game, the ones that lost a lot and lost loved ones from that sugar to shit attitude. It's like, you be wondering like, did they get better? Cause just because people get better off crack, do you think that's the purpose of, oh, I can trust you now because you off crack and you supposed to be this normal person? Do you think when you get hard off on harder drugs, do you think the trust supposed to go back the same, or man, once you come up on harder drugs, the trust just never there no more? Which would you think about that?
it got if you got love for that person, it got to go back the same. You got to put it back in there. You got to put the trust back in there. Like I got kin folks that been on it and then came back. You know what I'm saying? And I have to show that love. You know what I'm saying? And help them support. So you know what I'm saying? Without that, you know what I'm saying? They might go back to it
Yeah,
without that love and trust. So it's up to us to put that love and trust back into that person, get them build their esteem back up. Because for years they didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? They was the same. Now they back, they working, they doing good, got their family back together. So we should, you know what I'm saying, encourage that and support that of them doing better and coming out there.
yeah, I feel that. But what do you think about that? The like the younger breed with babies these days, knowing that what disease that you don't hear about no more than you used to hear with this COVID shit now, because back then it was AIDS and it was herpes and it was cancer.
Gonorrhea.
What can you say about now that's the most leading cause disease out there that swept under the rug, really? What can you say about that?
I don't know. 'Cause I don't be out there like that. So
You know the
I don't
country,
know.
country, everybody fucking in them circles out there, and you be wondering like, man, I go home, you might find people that like back then you might thinking it ain't got shit, but still spreading that shit. What can you say about that to the youngsters out there that's more suitable? What can they do better these days, besides what
Man,
we did?
first of all, quit being so promiscuous. Like
Yeah,
start getting into the person or the guy or the female and learn about them, you know what I'm saying, and get a self worth out of that person instead of just thinking what's the word I'm using? Like you just thinking sexually, you know what I'm saying? You not like a lot of people these days, they just trying to get off a nut, you know what I'm saying? And then the music ain't helping because like Megan Thee Stallion, all of them, they promote uh the wholeness or you know what I'm saying? They support you know what I'm saying? But like they don't even do it themselves, but got girls going to strip clubs and doing the OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then it's like a breakdown of morals, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't respect yourself, why should this dude respect you? If you don't respect yourself, why should this girl respect you? You know what I'm saying? We had sex and had a baby, but I ain't like you like this, so why I ain't gonna take care of that baby because you know what I'm saying? The whole situation was started wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they promoting that. They promoting that these days. You know what I'm saying? We grew up, shit. You might go 6 months before you even get a chance to kiss a female. They ain't gonna give it up shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that? They just you be trying your
The
best.
real shit though. Real shit. Yeah, man. One more get up out of here, man. What's your top 3 artists of all time? Just give me anybody, man. Just give me anybody.
My
Top 3
top
artists.
artists.
Yeah.
First,
I
my
know you
top
probably got a whole bunch.
No. My mentor K Reno is my top.
Yeah.
Okay. Him. Let me think. Scarface.
Yeah.
And let me see. Shit.
Hard, huh?
It's hard. I got a few. Now, if you had to say top 5, let me see. Scarface. It's a couple Arkansas, like Arkansas Bo. He in my top. That's my nigga, but
Yeah.
he in my top. As far as me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see. 3000.
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more, but them right there, them the first ones that come to my mind is off top.
That's
Myself.
what's up. I was just saying, don't leave yourself out there. But fam, man, nice talking to you, man. I try to give everybody their flowers while they're here, man. And like I say, man, you've been doing this shit for a minute, and I salute you, man, and keep doing your thing, man. And you know, you catch me sometime, of course, man, and procrastinating on some shit. But man, I'm gonna get back to it. It's like, man, I throw my boomerang out there. I'm gonna come back.
Hey, I got 2 albums I'm working on. The second one I'm working on, man, I'm gonna send you something, man. I need at least a verse from you.
Shit, man, you know, Scully at Gmail, Scully3000@gmail.com. Just hit me up, man. And hey, I'm always ready to work, man. I just ain't even been fucking with no music really late because I've been trying to get all this done legal and shit. But it's like, you know, I'm with the music game because, like I say, I got 30 tracks. You know me, it don't take me but like 3 or 4 days to record them all together. So it's like, I'm gonna work on them. I get them all. I can go in there and knock them out at one time, man. That's what I'm on, really. Just getting everything and just catch me a good weekend and work all weekend. You see what I'm saying on some music? Cause I'm fast at that, man. I got motherfucking A1 niggas around me with that, so I'm good on that level. But man, like I say, man, stay in touch, man. This ain't the first time, man. I might want to get you back on here, host it out for me sometime, cause I'm finna go behind the scenes, man, and you know me, I ain't fucking about no credit or nothing like that. I just want niggas to keep something going with the platform, man, that'll build from nothing. That's all it is. But man, keep doing your thing out there, man. Keep your opinion going.
I appreciate you for reaching out to me, man. It took a while, man. I was kind of nervous, man. You know, I don't do interviews. I was kind of nervous, so I just went on, broke down, and say, fuck it. My boy
I kept you the only one missing. Only one missing. I said, hell no, I'll make the deal. You the only one missing. Real shit, man. Real shit, man. Your opinion matter, man. That's the only thing I can tell you. But stay up, man. Stay doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here hollering, man. Everybody else are evolving and elevating in different ways. You feel me? We all still here. You feel me? To be blessed, we still here and we be able to still tell our story. You feel me? But man,
I ain't done yet. I ain't done yet though. Y'all just watch me.
That's what's up.
Whoever tuning in, I thank Southern Beef for putting me on. Peace.
That's what's up. Yeah. It's South Arkansas Trill Talk, part 54. Tune in with my nigga K-Do out there, you know what I'm saying? Arkansas State Legend. He's been doing this thing long as we've been doing our thing, man. And I just want to give him flowers while he's here, man. And I salute him and shit coming on. But take care out there, man. South Arkansas Trill Talk Part 55, ain't it? I'm trying to keep my numbers up and shit. I be forgetting this shit. It'll be so many. I'm gonna have to start writing them down, man. But shit, tune in, man. And take care out there, man. And stay in touch with me. Gmail me everything. And what can we get the music at again, man?
ReverbNation.com/K-Do.
That's what's up. Take care, man. One out there.
But within the next few weeks, I'll be putting it on all platforms, so you better find it anywhere.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, I'm going to stay in touch with you. I'm going to upgrade you on a lot of shit, too. Just hit me up, man. Hit me up behind the scenes, man.
All right.
All right. One.